YouTube, I think. So I don't know if guys, I think the drama is exhausted on Facebook, so I don't want to bring it here, you know?
Hey, the topic that came to my mind, toxic. Let's leave it.
We must leave it.
It's toxic.
Because I feel like, yeah.
Because the one that I want to talk about is going to just be wives versus side chick versus...
Marakro, when you are safe because you are a wife. You wives, you are living a luxurious life because you can literally get away with anything. Because you are the cream de la cream.
You see?
For as long as you are a wife, you are safe.
I made a comment on Mimi. I we don't know who Mimi is. And that comment was my topic to say, Kanti, where do we draw the line between a wife and a husband? Because I believe that when they paid Lobola for me, I did not stay with old women to talk to me. It was my uncle and my grandfather. My grandfather's got white hair. I'm trying to show you that by saying white hair, I'm just trying to say there could be a fountain of wisdom there. Ne? Offense, hello. So the one thing that my grandfather said, he said that from today, your husband is your everything. I was like, hey, I don't know, no, my child. What I mean is that before you go to other people, before you step out and start crying to Bumimi to say, what will my kids eat? This one is the one who must make a plan. This is the one who must go and cry on platforms, not you. So, now that they've paid Lomola, you are no longer smart, you are stupid. Everything you need, you must ask your husband. He must provide. So I am not oblivious to the Ramaphosa economy. I'm not oblivious to two-income household because we have careers and we don't have rich husbands. We don't have museleko. We cannot just work and say, no, Magayenze, let him get into financial depression. But the day I fight with Mimi for food and school fees, it means I'm also fighting for divorce because what the hell? So I wanted to talk about what is it that a head of a house must do, but I know it won't end well.
Hey, it won't end well, my sister, ne? Because now, honestly speaking, it's just that yesterday, when you are fighting, you must bring whatever that is close to you is a weapon when you're fighting, But to be quite honest with you, I kind of differ in opinions with you with that. Maybe we can make it a topic. Let me just let's hear what Ufense has to say. Okay, let me do the intro quickly. Let's hear what Ufense has to say so that we don't sideline her. And then if it means we must go back to the topic, it's fine. I will brief the people and let them understand what has been going on, what are you talking about, so that everybody can be included in the conversation. Because I don't believe that, remember, here we're on TikTok. The community on TikTok is not the same as the community on Facebook. So some of the people don't even know what we are talking about. So I don't mind filling them in. But let's, Ufense, talk to us first before we go to other dramas.
I'm waiting for,
Hi.
I'm waiting for the intro so that I can give you my salads.
Okay. Cool. Let me do the intro quickly then. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing us. You are on Losing in Love podcast with Madam Speaker. We are here every Thursday. The times have changed. We are now here every Thursday at 6 p.m. But obviously, as and when the need arises, when there's a topic that is a burning issue that we need to talk about, we can always connect. But please note that from now going forward, our times for coming live are 6 p.m., nothing later than that. I still, even myself, the owner of this whole thing, I'm still failing to adjust because, like I was complaining when I started this live, that Johannesburg traffic, you will think you will beat it within 30 minutes until no, you will be on the road for 2 hours. So I apologize for coming in late. Fenze, talk to us, my love.
Now my question is, if would you have a child with someone who can, like I'm asking based on since the head of the house, would you have a child with someone when you were maintaining in a mjolo.
Ha.
And in maintaining, you buy things and he comes and asks. You know, men, they're not afraid to even ask for money for things that they want. But when you have to think twice in order to ask. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you.
So my question is,
would you have a child with somebody that when you are still maintaining?
Would you,
Okay,
would
this
you
one is
say
going to be a shocker or an eye-opener, because I'm seeing a lot of people, they're already answering saying no, 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 no. So here's the thing, Azalwane, I always say, always, me with my bitter divorcee advice, I always tell you ladies that if you're gonna make a baby, yes, you're making a baby with your husband, with your partner, with your boyfriend that you love very much, but please make sure that you are making the baby for yourself. If they also want a baby, it's a bonus that the two of you want this one thing. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't make a baby and use a man as a backup. Yes, you can go to maintenance. They can make you go up and down, jiving, whatever, until Jesus comes back. Ne? But never ever make the mistake of having a baby thinking that you are having the baby because the security is the man. Because the men will leave you in the desert without water. Prophetess Kanyimba who once said this. So the question of whether you want to have a baby or not should have absolutely nothing to do with the other person. If the other person is financially stable, is responsible, is whatever, you can have the baby not because they are financially stable, but because you want to have the baby, you are ready, you can take care of the baby, and then if the other person is also willing, is also ready and everything, then the two of you, you can make it work, ne? But you cannot, because the baby is an expense forever for the rest of your life. You cannot have a baby with somebody who is irresponsible and you cannot back yourself up, because already you are fending for this man, and on top of you fending for yourself, you are now bringing another person, you are fending for this man, so you are on your own. You understand what I mean?
That's why I'm saying majority of women like Jola because of the Jolly Satlala.
Okay.
And then we listen when I go That's why I'm saying we can't say men of the house must do what. If we're looking for schools and stuff like that, at the back of your mind, you must have that mentality of, with my 5,000 salary, even if he leaves, my child's gonna still do matric and finish. Even if you do what, my child's still lifestyle's not gonna change. But the man's salary, keep bonus in the household, we can say key savings. Because at the end of the day,
No. The man's salary, ne, my sister, the man's salary, if it's a man who is responsible, it can't be the bonus. Ne? It can only be the bonus if in times of emergency. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, you're making sense, but I'm trying to say, if the man is still there, I'm saying even if he goes, nothing is gonna change.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying, yeah, na salary high it's a maya. We're still gonna eat the pizza, the KFC.
I agree with you.
Because of failure to do that, Rabafa the roasted snacks or the roasted snacks, the roasted cool. They must do this, they must do that, they must do that. Ngwana mosadi mo ngati kireng yana.
Yeah. Okay. Queen, maybe you can contribute, add, subtract, have a different opinion to what Offense is saying. Why is Tabs calling us Mamenemen? We are not Mamenemen. Guys, I'm still going to fill you in on the story where this thing is originating from, that Sagui is bringing here. Ne? I'll still fill you in. But I just want to give the people who are here on the panel a chance to speak. Queen, talk to me, my love. Queen?
Hi, Pesse. I've been a bit divorced before.
Okay.
And then I'm getting married to a Honda one now. I was married to a first. Oh, I'm talking to Pesse. What? Oh my God, I'm talking to guys, I don't wanna lie to you. I'm getting married to a vendor guy, but then I was married to a Xhosa. I went through the whole sheet of narcissism. I'm schooled on it. But then this time, I'm getting married to a vendor.
My sister, I'm so happy for you.
Guy, vendor, and then I'm seeing you.
My sister, are you the one who commented on Facebook? Did you comment on Facebook yesterday about this?
Okay.
Did you comment about this on Facebook yesterday?
Yes, I am the one.
Oh,
I am the one. I am the
wow.
one.
So the treatment is nice, ne?
I am the one, but then I also like it. But then, per se, I've been wanting your attention. What?
Oh, see. Wait, let me follow you. You're my sister-in-law, Angisho.
I love you so much.
You're my sister-in-law. So one thing about my brothers, ne, I can tell you this,
Yes, I love
even
you
if
so
they come
much.
here, I can tell you
I
this.
do
Now my
love
brothers,
so
let me tell
much.
you.
Love.
Let me tell you something about my vendor brothers. They will treat women from other tribes
I love you so much.
like queens and the rest of us. So when I'm my sister, I know you will be treated very well and nice. All the best. Thank you so much, my love. Please invite me to your wedding. I will come. Mumi,
Congratulations.
congratulations, queen.
Hello.
How are you doing, sis?
I'm good at your perseverance.
I'm good, thank you.
Madam Speaker.
The
my
one and
favorite
only.
person. Yeah.
Talk to me, Stan. Yes.
Yeah, Nana, I was married to. Are we allowed to speak mix?
Yeah, you can mix. You can
yeah.
mix.
I was married to a vendor guy. Good luck, my sweetheart.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yo, that was quick. It took a sharp curve, very quick. Wait, so we have two women here. The other one has got a terrible experience with a vendor man. The other one has got a beautiful experience with a vendor man because she's not yet married. My sister, what's your experience?
Oh, wow. I was divorced in 2016. I know I'm not 23 years. Lower 10. Do you know what? I've never seen him since Ritswari settled up court, even today.
And what about the child?
I'm still maintaining my kids. Even though like a young adult, to feel to school, it's over 10. So I'm just not saying if I'm like a and productive. I can learn one or two things more.
I think I saw somebody in the comment section saying that it's not about the tribe, and I think you just quickly proved us right that it's got nothing to do with tribes. It's got everything to do with individuals, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Character background. It's about the character and the background.
Yeah.
So ke bolela mo tabeng ya bana hore bana I fully agree with you. Go kreile bana le motho a sa ba maintain. Go tswa mo yena. Comes from him or yena. Why is the responsibilities tsa So when I was shana oya maintenance court oya di kae knowing very well hore motho a bile interested. I get highly interested to know that sente yana 500 yo latlhela ka account ya gago. So motho mo shanisetse go morao for bana ba a ba itseng out of the wedlock bana ba ba tlhanga mo lenyalong. I itse gore o tshwanetse gore a ntshe tšhelete ya bana a ba maintain a sa ere ka mokgwa you let it go. Yeah, just like Jesus Christ said, let them go, Peter. Let them go. You just let it go. And God is our provider. Ladies, God is our provider. Like, now I've seen it in my life. I don't want to struggle there and there.
Yeah.
Because I know who is my maker. So I'm adding her up, happy. I was, Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker.
Okay.
I'm adding up more tabeng ya how ya hore ne go follow ever since le divorce how ntse go follow ke thutlele tse dintsi mo wena. Wena you are a very I can say you are a warrior.
Thank you, my sister.
Or you are a warrior. You know, ke thutile hore keledi a se go tlaela keledi ke thapelo. Yeah, ke thapelo. It says a lot to God. Even though we're not so understand. So ladies, are starting some batho ba modimo tlo provider. Bana ba rena ke di auditor today ntse bo papa ba se teng. Wa utlwisisa?
Yeah.
And bana ba rena ba tsena di-year school ntse bo papa ba se teng. So what I can say is I was perseverance alright perception I feeling one of no. That's my perception and I thank you very much for putting me here. I thought no wasn't being more paneling.
Never. No discrimination here. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's at home.
Yeah, because when I get ausibali kwake ba ratang bali.
Thank you so much, my love.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
and I love leave just how who ntse go lela. Wa encourage sham o change maphelo a batho now awe. Now go change itse ba ka bophelo. And I ga bona re tshwantse re ke tie. Ne bana ba go dile a ke sa nna le ena ke young adult o nna ko ke setse le o. Wa utlwisisa? Bana ke bana ba rena. Basadi ke bana ba rena.
Yeah.
Di se re ska ra didega wa bona.
Yeah.
Ka bushu re avoid our mental barrier. Wa utlwisisa, your mental health is very important for the sake of your child because ho ka ya ko psych ward then ngwana o sa le ma. So it's very, very sensitive topic, but re ka ra ira ka re ke motlaya se motlaya involve bana.
Yeah.
And the happiness ya bana e tla mo wena motswadi as mosadi. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much, my love. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your input. We appreciate your words of encouragement. Luana, what you said, Wardisa. So thank you so much, my love. Chiwa, my brother, talk to us. Hello, you are muted. Unmute yourself.
Greetings, Madam Speaker. Greetings. How
are you doing? My brother. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes.
This topic that we are talking is quite sensitive. You know, when we engage with the other gender, they tend to take things quite personal. But I believe that at some point, it's within the woman's right to decide what she wants. You know, us as guys, when we engage and sleep with a woman, you know, there's a lot that a woman can do, you know, if she want to keep or she want to prevent, you know. So for us as guys, even though I'll tell you that, can you please keep the baby. If you don't want, you will see the need of not keeping it, you know. You will terminate, you will do all sort of things. But at the same time, us as guys, and we would say, okay, I want the baby, and you are not quite ready for the baby, you know, you would still terminate. So I would say that probably it's within a woman's decision to take. And I kind of feel like a lot of men, they are quite pinned down on that decision, whereby we can't make a final decision. Even though I don't want the baby, you'd say, no, I'm going to keep the baby. But then once you make that decision, tomorrow again, you'd come back and say, you know what, you need to support the baby because this baby is yours, you know, but we have no choice but to support the baby.
Yeah.
You know, and then other ladies, they do it for the sake of trying to keep the guy. You know, I've heard a lot of ladies saying that, you know what, I'm going to keep this pregnant because I'm going to tie myself up with the guy. But my sister, that doesn't work. If a man doesn't love you, doesn't need you, there's no reason for him to stay with you. Even if you've got 3 or 4 kids with him, he will still choose to go and he will still choose to love another woman. So now the kids nowadays, we tend to find them in the center of all of this mist, whereby now the kids, they will start to be influenced to hate the father. You know, the father will be regarded as a very evil and bad person, you know. But when we engaged and decided to make this kid, we were just two of us. So what I can say, I might be as a bad boyfriend or a bad guy, but probably other guys who can't be bad to their kids. They might be good as fathers. There are quite a lot of men that are getting denied the access to bond with their kids. But surprisingly, these women, they are too quick to go to the courts and say, you know what, is not supporting. I need what do you call this, maintenance money and so on. At the same time, they would come back and feed the kids with the toxic of saying that, this guy is very bad, is doing this 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Mind you, us as father, it's really needed. Our presence in a child's life is quite needed as well, Not to say all of the guys that you are saying, or the baby daddy, they are bad or they don't want to take care of their kids. They want to, but the environment that you subject them now, it's very bad, Like you turn them today to say that, they are very bad, you are very bad, you are so this and this and this and this, So it's quite a very, very disturbing, Madam Speaker, from the guy's side. We go through a lot, but we don't vet. We don't have platform to vet this kind of matters. When we are denied access, we have nowhere to go. We are seen as regarded as somebody who is very, very bad to the society. If a woman starts to cry and say, no, he's not supporting his kids, he doesn't want to spend time with his kids, he doesn't want to do this for the child, So for me, I kind of feel like nowadays the kids or the child is being used as a tool to tie us up as guys, because every guy loves the child, If you come to me and say, this child is yours, you need to take care and provide for the child, of course, I'll do that. But some of the guys, probably for the sake of peace, they tend to go away and start to distance themselves, and say, you know what, I'm not going to engage with you for the sake of being okay mentally myself, not to say that I don't love the baby. So
No, I hear you.
yes, it's very disturbing. It's a very disturbing. Some they even make the babies for the sake of saying the guy is having a better life, So
Sagui is burning. Well, not you. Sagui is burning. She wants to say something to you before we can move on to men up. Sagui, you are burning, my sister. What's you feeling?
Okay. No, thank you so much.
No. Sagui wants to talk to you. Sagui wants to talk to you.
She can go on. Okay, she can go on.
Hello, Chira, the father of my baby that I hijacked him with the baby. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, my sister. Thank you so much for asking.
I have a question, Nene. With all due respect in the world, because there's no other way I can ask it, ne?
Yes, thank you.
Did you know that it is very, very legal for a man to go to a store, buy a condom, or go to the clinic, pick a condom, and when I come as your girlfriend, I say, Tekamunika, you say, Sisi, I have got protection because I don't want a baby. Did you know it's legal?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So this one of saying, me, I woke up and then boom, I'm a father, I think it's irresponsible. I think at the age of 16, you already know that if I put this and connect with the plug, a baby is likely to come. So I understand that there are people who are somehow who will say they are preventing and whatever. But where do you get the ability to believe a stranger you met on the street when they say, I'm preventing without evidence? Why is it that women are the only people who must think when it comes to sexual intercourse? Why can't men, there are women who carry condoms in their bags. Why can't men say, in this time where I feel like I am going to choke, I'm going to electrode this lady, let me use a condom to avoid having so many reasons why I can't be a father, while I have participated in an event that could bring me a baby. Why can't you prevent? Why can't you use a condom? Because all these things can be kept by just using a condom.
Look, I'm so much glad you bring this kind of points. In the midst of doing that, there's a lot of things that can happen. You might even wait, and you might even decide to remove it in the due process of engaging. So what I would say is that I think if then with your decision, like now, if you engage, or maybe if it passed, the condom it passed in the process, and the guys feel that you have released inside, there's quite options for that. Morning after pills. Are we gonna try to say that we don't know about that? Morning after pills,
Okay.
That's
Chiro,
why I'm
please,
saying
please, so that we can give other people a chance. Today,
Yeah,
I was at my husband. Listen, brother Chiro. Sorry, I just want to
let me
interject.
finish. I give you a chance to talk when
Okay,
you're talking, so that you can bet all you want. So let me just finish. So what I'm trying to say, that if you engage, and me, I tell you that I'm not quite ready for the baby. Again, you come back to me and pin it to me that it was your decision not to wait. But it takes two to tango. So you can't say that it was only one man's responsibility for him not to wait. It was also your decision. Also, you agreed. So
But
let's not make it a blame game to say that no, it's your man's responsibility. You know that if you put it inside, it's gonna be like this. So
Chiwa, my brother, Chiwane, I just want to be the referee between yourself and Sagwine. Because initially you were saying men are trapped with babies. So the reason why Sagu is coming with the issue of a condom is so that you must not blame the women. Because in the beginning of the conversation, you were not saying men and women are equally responsible for the baby who is being brought. You were saying that women have got a tendency of trapping men with babies. So as a result, you end up being a father when you are not ready to be a father. That's why Sagui was bringing in the part of the condom to say, for you to also be responsible, you could have used the condom. She's not saying that only men are to blame. She's defending the fact that, according to your statement, you were saying women are to blame for trapping men with babies. And I could narrate a different story and say, I know somebody here on the internet, there's a lady here who was busy popping babies. She had 5 babies, and after she had the 5th baby, the husband was like, look, I want a second wife, because she was trapped now with so many babies that men have got a tendency of even saying to women, nobody will love you with so many kids, So I think this whole thing of saying one gender traps the other gender, it is applicable in both. Men are there there's something called reproductive abuse, where somebody's just having babies with somebody because they want to keep them down, because the intention why you want to make them a mother is because you want them to forget their dreams. You are jealous of them, so you want to have a baby with them so that they can forget their dreams, because you can see how smart they are, just so that their dreams must be forgotten. And there are women who see an opportunity in men who have money to say, I'm gonna trap him with a baby. But all in all, this blame game then says that what Sagu is defending is your initial statement. She's not saying that men are entirely to blame, which is what you had said in the beginning.
okay, I'll phrase. So can you?
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Chida, I'm just gonna finish so other people can talk. Madam Speaker,
Yes,
you've
ma'am.
just done everything for me. Thank you so much. I don't have to and now I can behave. But I want to tell you something interesting. Today, I was in your brother-in-law's practice. He works in a medical center. So it means there's a GP. A full-grown man came to ask me, hello, Sisi, is this Dr. Modi's offices, blah, 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 blah. Yes, it is. Okay. Me and my partner, we were discussing abortion. How much is abortion? What is the procedure? So that showed me that everybody can take responsibility.
Oh, that's your folding statement.
No, I didn't. I couldn't. You just made sure that I behave because you explained everything nicely. So I was just saying that we are all responsible. Today, a man came to ask, and he came with his partner, but he was the one asking the questions, and she did not look like she was forced. So both of us, we are responsible to make sure that we have babies we want and babies we agree upon. If you don't agree, take a step.
And if also another thing is, if you want to have a baby and the other person is not ready, there's no need to trap. We have people like Mushendiki. He's got babies, and there's no baby mama because he wanted the babies as a man. And also with us as women, you can go to a sperm bank And you can be pregnant with a baby. If you want a baby, you don't entirely have to trap somebody who does not want to be part of it. So when it comes to jointly making a decision that you want to have a baby, I think this day and age, being trapped is a choice. That's my opinion.
Yes, thank you so much, Madam Speaker, to clarify that being trapped, it's a choice. That's a very good statement, that one. And I think and I believe that the ladies who are here, they've heard that statement, and I believe they will take it into consideration and leave it within their hearts. Let the word live within your heart.
Thank you very much, my brother. We appreciate your contributions always. I see some people on YouTube, they complain, why do you let this guy speak? This guy must speak because he must neutralize the conversations. We can't all agree. We must have somebody here disagreeing with us. So we appreciate your contributions always.
Yes, that's why I engage Madam Speaker and say, with due respect, if you can make me a moderator, because I really love to engage here with you, Madam Speaker. I really like it.
The next thing, my account is permanently banned. Sorry. Man up, talk to us. Thank you very much, Chiwa. Man up, talk to us, my brother.
Yes, I'm gonna go down now so that I'll give others chance to come also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chiwa. We appreciate you. Man up.
Good evening, family.
Hi. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, thanks. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I think I'm going to take a slightly different angle with regards to having babies, and people are talking about being trapped and so forth. But what happens when you guys have agreed that you are going to have a baby, and then the other person does not come to the party? There are no contributions or whatsoever. I'm saying this because of, as you can see, my name is Melap Kings. This is a foundation where I'm mentoring young men and boys, and teaching them. We have a lot of babies who are fatherless, so we are struggling with absent fathers in the entire world. So I see and I saw a lot of men running away from their babies, running away from their responsibilities. It's not the matter of the woman did not do anything, you did not prevent or whatsoever. You were staying together and you agreed that you want a baby, but then after you having a baby, or it just happened that you fell pregnant, and during the pregnancy, he's there, but as you close to giving birth, he is nowhere to be found. 2 weeks back, I went to the hospital, to the Baragwanath hospital, and I went there to give some donations at the ward, and it was only for babies. And unfortunately, I could only cater for 18 babies. I gave them clothes, some bottles. I bought them, some essentials. And that ward had about 36 babies, newborns, at the maternity ward. So, and they were so grateful. Even the sisters were saying that they also need blankets to wrap the babies. And it was so painful to see such a lot of babies who did not even have one man coming to support their partner. When they get discharged, they need to walk out of the hospital and go and cross the street, go to the taxi rank. So what I'm saying is, men, we need to man up, and take care of our responsibilities and stop blaming women that it takes two to tangle. We need to show leadership. We like to say that the man is the head of the house, but when we have to take responsibility, we don't behave like the head of the house. We don't behave like leaders. So what I'm saying is, I'm dealing with this each and every single day, and it's painful, guys.
Yeah.
It's so painful. I was telling this other lady, having a conversation with her. I said, I do understand why you guys call us, dogs and trash. I totally do understand, because I see these things happening every day. I'm dealing with these things. But let's man up. Let's stop shifting the blame. And when we are being corrected or when there is a topic that we are discussing, let's not bring our weaknesses in, because the reason why the world is like this is because of us. 92% of the problems in the world, they are created by men. So yeah, that's my submission.
No, I hear you. Thank you so much. I see people are very much in agreement with you on what you are saying, and I think that is the most. But I think in my opinion, I feel like that's just how life is in general. That we can plan things together, but when it's time for us now to reap, what we have sowed, one person is not there anymore. Something happens. So, for me personally, it always goes back. I know that when I will be speaking to men, when you are saying do better, now we'll be speaking to women. And I'm saying that when such days come where the person you have planned the baby with, you prayed, fasted together with this person, and now when it's time for you to receive this baby, they're no longer coming to the party, at least make sure that you are able to stand on your feet for rainy days, guys. Do your risk assessment. Make sure that you have babies that you can afford. If you are planning a baby with somebody who's going to be there throughout, we thank God, but if you're planning a baby with somebody who's going to change, because they're not coming here written here on the forehead that this one is going to change on you, but if they do change, then at least you are able to stand on your own feet. We're going to skip Queen, because Queen is just here, unless if maybe there's something she wants to share to contribute to the topic. We can move to Tabang.
Hey, Madam Speaker, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you, Sissy?
Good. Madam Speaker, so wait, what's on my I don't even know where she's going without my permission, but it's okay. Madam Speaker, we are basically talking about this topic, but we are leaving the other side. Women are making kids and men are making many kids as a future investment for them to exit poverty. The reason why I say this is because of during the time when they will be raising their kids, they will be crying a full cry that the father is not even here, the family is not even assisting, and then no one is assisting me with the kids as if they were romage. And then some of them, they do it because of they want to keep a man. There is this saying that we need to teach our boy children. Learn to gatekeep your seed. It's not only on men's side where they want to have a gate access into your life or also this boy. There's this person who wants in your life. This one can be a good kind. And let me have a seat for you. Now I'll always go there and come back. I'll always make sure. So let's learn this thing and learn it both sides. There is prevention for both men and women. There is, and let me tell you, if a woman is saying, no, but you should have worn a condom, this person cares nothing about their own life. What about yours? Yes, you got pregnant. You still have a process that you need to go through. And there's one thing that we're not even talking about, Madam Speaker. It's that, ladies, while in the process of you taking your preventions and family planning, cancer is also knocking because your hormones are very, very imbalanced. Hence the high rate according. Now I'm thankful for the doctor that told me 8 years ago. He just called my husband after we had our child and said, if you really love your wife, you would not be going into this thing of her inserting hormones into her body because you will cry out loud later. So, secondly, there are men who make sure that they close your gates by giving you kids and sell you this very smooth idea that we will raise the kids. I love a very, very big family. But when now, because of Udululu, you're not even counting if this person is affording these kids. Be in marriage or out of marriage. We need to learn this thing when I'm Madam Speaker. You cannot be learning financial education every day from grade 8, grade 10, everything. You know how to budget for your lunchbox, but you don't know how to budget for the things that you are bringing into your house. And let me tell you, this is one of the reasons why we are not taking accountability and we keep on abusing the kids indirectly with an excuse of the husband. If you are a woman and you are married to a person, you should have made sure that I am able. Accountability is that, will I be able to take care of these kids? Will I be able to take them to school? Will I be able to feed them every day? Not you crying every day. And I am not saying that do not go to maintenance court. Go to maintenance court, but you should know that the law cannot hold a person into account fully. If Asanyake, Agaho Draisha like full-time Madam Speaker, there are many, some they even leave their jobs. So do not secure your stability control. If it's beyond your control, do not do that. And there's one thing that, Madam Speaker, that we need to also bear in mind. Most of the people, they believe that if I have a child with this person, later I'll go again and have the child. And then there's this other woman, so they go for men with high IQ. Even when they want to have kids, they don't just go around. They choose what I want, a doctor, I want this, I want a person who does this. So
Okay, we cannot hear tabs anymore. Guys, today's live is gonna be very short, ne? Because I have to be somewhere at 7:30. So by 20 past, we should be wrapping up. Tabs, we cannot hear you anymore. Says tabs going once, going twice.
Pese?
Yebo, my love.
Pese?
Yebo.
I'm going to work tomorrow, ne? I'm going to work tomorrow. Yeah. Pese, I work at the airport, Tambo.
Okay.
I work at the Tambo airport. Yeah, I'm going to work tomorrow now. I have to leave your live, ne?
Okay. Thank you so much, my love, for joining in. Ne? We love you, love you, love you. You are part of our family. We appreciate you coming through.
Queen, please don't forget me. Like, don't forget me.
I won't.
Queen, ne?
Yes, I want. I followed you. You must check it when you exit the live. Okay.
Yeah, it's a time there by the airport.
Okay.
Airport, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Don't forget me. Goodbye, baby. I love you so much.
Love you so much more. Thank you so much, my darling. When I come there, or Tambo, I'm coming very soon. I must be on Terminal A international boarding. I'll see you. I'll DM you, my love. Kumkani? Kumkani, talk to us.
Good evening.
Yebo.
Good evening, Madam Speaker.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, and good evening, members of the panel. And let me appreciate a welcome in the panel. It's the first time.
Ayumpo.
Well, yes. I still need another live, Madam Speaker, but we'll talk about We'll talk about my podcast that recently premiered yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of comments that are there, which is at the moment that you don't want to entertain.
Okay.
However, let's just talk about the issue of the baby today. My first point will be having children. It's a choice. No one is forced, and no one should feel is trapped. No one should feel trapped. It's just a choice. Unless there's a situation whereby maybe you were raped. Unfortunately, by then you conceived, then you have a child. Then that's a different situation. But when we had a consensual agreement of an intercourse, possibilities are, if one is pregnant, it means there's going to be a baby. So, in my experience, if I know that I have slept with someone, and when that someone comes and tells me that they're pregnant, well, I shouldn't be quick to dismiss. There are chances that it could be my child. There are chances it could be somebody else's child. But as long as I know that I had an intercourse, chances are there. True. Number two, maybe I'm talking like this because maybe I'm in a point of being okay having a child. I'm 40 years old. I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I feel that because I grew up without a father, I want to cut this generational case where children will grow up without a father. So I am fighting so hard to make sure that I'm present and I'm part of my child. She's a girl. That means I'm raising a girl child. I may not be together with the mother of my child. It doesn't mean if I'm not together with the mother of the child, now I'm not supposed to take responsibility towards my child. That is my child. So I also want to close the narrative whereby I allow other men to raise other people's children, whereas the other people's children, because that causes a chaos in a relationship. So I don't want to be very long about this. It's clear. If you want to have a child, if you know that you don't want to have a child, you have options. It's either you prevent, go to a family clinic, or you try other methods that will prevent you from not having a child, unless you abstain. By then, most definitely, you will not have a child, and you will have no one to blame. We as men, we don't, because I know we as men, we are in a society whereby we are always being judged. Whenever you want to open up or show up, you'll always be responded negative. So at the end of the day, we can say this is a woman's world. I guess it is, because whatever women say, we always agree with them, but that is fine. But at the end of the day, I as a man, if I'm engaging with someone else, I have an option to say I should protect myself. But it's that by us agreeing about it, are we going to have a consensual intimacy, and we agree about that? And if we agree about that, then what are the procedures that we follow? If we go school, we must always know that issues of contracting maybe STIs or other diseases that come with sexual transmitted are possible, transmitted maybe HIV, pregnancy. Those are the possibilities, but we all know that this is an agreement we both had, a man and a woman. So at the end of the day, when there is a child, no one should blame the other. I guess we should just take responsibility and raise the child because they know nothing. That is my conclusion, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brother. Me and you will still talk, but I appreciate your input for this conversation for today. We'll talk about some other stuff some other time. Zibuyile Maduna.
Hello, Ninjani.
Do you know Teddy Maduna?
Angmazi.
Awumazi? Oh, it's my friend Teddy Maduna. We went to varsity together. Yo, yasenzani course, yasenzani engineering, yasethi. Hey. Yeah, talk to me, my darling.
Guys, thank you for welcoming me. Good live. I just want to address two points. One question was directed at me on the chat, and I wouldn't have been able to respond enough on the chat. So I want to address that. And I responded to someone else saying on the point of maintenance. And I just wanted to elaborate that. Yes, it doesn't make sense to chase a man for money, but honestly, truly, as women, raising kids is not easy. You need all the help that you can get. And from my point of view, it was just a thing of, okay, I'm going to go. Firstly, it's not easy and it's emotionally taxing. Before I even did it, I struggled emotionally trying to decide whether am I going to do this? Is it going to affect my daughter? Is it going to affect the relationship? But at the end of the day, it was going to affect her either way. If at that time I was employed, if I am unemployed and she's not getting her basic needs, she was becoming a teenager. I was getting worried that if she doesn't get the things that she needs, if I can't provide those things, yes, my family can provide a shelter, food, and a warm bed for us, but she's gonna want to have a cute hairstyle. She's gonna want to go to McDonald's every now and then. She's gonna want to, look like a beautiful young lady. And I couldn't expect my family to foot the bill for that. Also, the father is in her life, so you can't be having the benefits of having a beautiful little girl and I'm just letting you go off scot-free. I knew that I'm investing a lot in this child, and eventually at some point this person is going to come back and say, and by Mngoma, like come December time, and he's taking he's visiting from Joburg to KZN. He's going up and down parading this child. So I was like, no, I might as well send this person for maintenance because they're going to reap the benefits. These kids love their fathers.
True.
So you can't do anything there. So I was like, okay. It was difficult. I took that form. I remember when she was going to grade 8, and it was so expensive. Everything that she needed to do, from the uniform, new bag, stationery, more than 10,000. And the person is not going to a private school. She was going to a public school, but because it was uniform, new stationery, new textbook, everything was new. At that point, I was like, "I'm gay again. You've been pushing, but it's not practical anymore." So I took that form. I'm telling you, I think I took that form in January when he was giving me a hard time. But because it was that emotional fight within myself to say, ish, when I actually go through with this, is it gonna affect her relationship? Because they do talk. I mean, he doesn't want to cough up money, but he wants to have a relationship with her. So I was torn between, am I going to now ruin this relationship that they have if I take him to court? But at the end of the day, I needed to cater for her needs. And it was our responsibility, the both of us, to make sure that she's okay. So eventually, I think my first court appearance only happened in August because I sat with that form for a long time, torn inside, trying to decide and thinking, is my child gonna hate me now for taking him to court? Because now it's ruined her relationship. Also, I'm trying to protect her from men that are gonna prey on her because she wants a burger and she wants what are these girls buying? Shein carts and stuff like that. So from that point of view, I was like, okay, let me go and get it done. And it was a fight. It was a fight for almost 3 years. I started in 20, she was in grade 8. I don't know if it was 2023 or somewhere there. Now she's in grade 10. We only finished that thing in two months back or so. It was eventually settled. So I'm just saying this to say, yes, it's not worth it sometimes to fight a person in court for maintenance for the sake of your dignity, but also it could also be a thing of your child's dignity being at stake because of lack. When there is someone who can, because men just like to run away from responsibility sometimes. We just need to hold them accountable. If you have the strength, I prayed for the strength. I had the support from my family. I know a lot of people might not have that. I know at some point my brother was like, just leave this thing. This is not worth it, because he knew he could help me, but he couldn't. I couldn't expect all of that from him when he had his own kids and there was a man uneke impahla yakhe le egoli urelaxile, and my brother has to foot the bill for his child, and then he must come and reap the benefits at the end, because I know what I've invested so much in my daughter that she's going to be great eventually, and then this person is going to come and benefit. No, I must hold them while I can. I'm holding him accountable right now because I'm capable of holding him accountable.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to speak to was the fact that I responded to someone to say sometimes it's unfair to the guy to say they must maintain a child. Under this topic that we're talking, to say sometimes a woman can pick to have a child while a guy chooses not to have a child. It's a bit different for the guy. The perspective I'm coming from is the point where two adults have actually consented to having unprotected intercourse, and you are in a full-blown relationship, and for some reason we generally don't want to sit down and have the difficult conversations of okay, we are engaging in this way, what's going to happen. Like, we don't talk about the consequences. We'll just cruise and we are madly in love. And we might say, oh, we want kids in the future, but we won't go deep into say, okay, when and can we afford it, and where are we going to stay, and will everything be in place by the time? So it will happen, and then you will find that sometimes we were consenting adults. We both maybe got tested for HIV. You're like, I am clean, he's clean. Next thing, you have a child, only to find that the guy is not ready, and the girl.
Your admin did the things that admins usually do. Sorry. They had to let you go there, my sister. I think your time ran out. Please don't accept any more people, guys, because we have to wrap it up. Like I said, that I have to leave here at least by each 20 past. Seems like it's not gonna work. At least 25 past, because I have to be out of here by 1:30. Piwe, I see you and your gifting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mzala wam othandwa yim. Aze athandwe futhi nangamazulu. Samge, talk to us, my love.
How are you?
I'm
And
good, thanks. How are you?
I'd like to greet everyone also in the panel. There's something that I just wanted to touch on regarding the topic. So let's say maybe you meet someone who has maybe like 5 children and that person is supporting the children. And then when you decide to date them, don't you ask yourself, Oguti, why did this person leave all these 5 women, for example? Are all these women so bad and he's the only one who's right? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because someone may support the child, but we don't talk about having a child and maybe the person is supporting the child, but they're not present. Like, it's so draining, guys. It's so draining to raise a child alone. Although maybe they can take the child during the weekends or holidays, but eventually you're the one waking up in the morning, you're the one bathing the child, you are the one who's supporting the child emotionally in everything. You're the one who go through depression, like being maybe a new mom. So us as women, we should also like investigate and research and ask ourselves that if I decide to date someone who has left 5 baby mamas, what makes me different? What makes me special that I think he will marry me? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like we also need to also choose ourselves, and also, I don't date a guy who has like 3 or more babies or even 2 from different mothers, because I'm like, what's wrong with those women? Because I don't know the side of the stories. And I
Yeah, I
think
think
I'm much better. So I kind of feel like also doing the research, because at the end of the day, the person may support the child, but emotionally, you are the one who will be there.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, my sister. Thank you so much. I appreciate your input. This is very, very important what you are sharing here, because sometimes we as women, we have a tendency of thinking that you think when you are better than all the other women, so what he did to them, he will not do to you. And you feel like, no, you know what, we're not the same. Don't be out here being negative towards my relationship. I'm different and all that stuff. And last but not least, we have Mamlangeni. Please wrap it up for us, my sister, because I have to go.
Okay, no, thank you. Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Thank you so much for the platform. I think it's my first time joining a live, but I do watch a lot of the videos on YouTube, quite inspiring, and hearing all those stories from the women and how they got out of the situation, while others are still trying, but we believe that it will work out for them soon. And I just wanted to say on the issue of maintenance, maintenance, it's a very difficult situation to find yourself in. For example, I once did that, went to court, and when we get there, the guy said he wanted paternity test, and the magistrate was like, okay, it's fine, you do them because that's what you want. Do you know he never did them until 11 years later, this year, 2025, I decided to pay for the paternity test myself. I paid for everything, and only to find out the paternity test say he is the father. Even today, he's not doing anything. The only thing he does is excuses, excuses, excuses. So I just believe that it is a person's character and what they want to do, and it's their responsibility. And in as much we can say a guy is not ready to have a child, who prepares a woman to be ready to become a mother? And people don't terminate sometimes because of their religion, because of their beliefs, So we cannot say, now the child is here, we need to. And the other thing that's very important is communication. I think Zibia touched on that. We don't communicate. We just do everything as it happens at the moment, and we forget to communicate. What is it that you want? What happens if something like this happens, So we need to be very, I think, I'm at a point where I'm very careful with what I do, whom I'm engaging with, and the type of things. And I don't agree when a man says, "O batla ngwana." O batla ngwana ko mang? I have 2 already, and I'm seeing flames, you know. And the other things I just want to touch on is the things that the other brother spoke about, the one that was saying men are trapped in everything. So what I can say is that he touched on many very important topics about men, what men go through, which we cannot not overlook. However, I think he missed the point of what we were talking about today. You know, there are many things that men go through. There's also abuse that men go through. Mina, I am for men. You know, my dream one day is to have an organization for men as a woman, but run an organization where men can come and engage and vent if we want to. But I think he used the wrong life to address those things, and it came across as if now he's defending the irresponsible men that are not supporting their children. But then, if someone is irresponsible, they are irresponsible, and we cannot do anything about it. And it's a person's choice whether they want to support or not. So I think we are at the point that Imbogoto should just stand up and do what they need to do. As much as it's difficult to make ends meet for our children, but we need to stand up because of we are here today because of our mothers stood up without our fathers, you know. But that's just what I wanted to say. I know that we don't have time. I really hope I will get another time to engage with you again.
Okay. Thank you so much, my sister. I appreciate your input. I do believe that there's a lot of good men out there. I mean, I always speak about my own dad, you know, from time to time that I don't know where I would be if it was not because of that man. And I believe that there are many other people who are like him out there and they need all the support, you know. And the thing about them is that they don't talk much, you know, and so whether you give them credit or you don't give them credit, they still quiet, you know, but they still do what is needed to be done. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Thank you so much for the contributions towards this topic. Unfortunately, I have to leave, guys. This is one of the reasons why the lives had to be done at 6, because I know that I have to do other things after 7. So yeah, for now, please let's continue with the conversations on YouTube in the comment section. I've been seeing people asking. I see Mary saying that the guy Mpo was there. Is it the same Mpo that we were watching yesterday on yesterday's episode? And yes, the answer is yes, it's the same Mpo. Yeah, and I saw the comment from the ex-wife. I'm hoping that she'll reach out. Maybe she'll want to share her side of the story and all that. The door is open for anybody who wants to share their side of the story. But anyway, for now, I have to love you and leave you guys. I will see you on the flip side. Thank you so much. I love you. God bless you. Mwah, mwah.